Good evening, friends. Today we are going to discuss about a very recent news that is happened in the Iran, and it is an ongoing issue as well for issue and conflict in the West Asia. So, in Iran, we see that there is a recent protest in ongoing in Iran from in the late December of 2025 to till now. So what are the reason behind the Iran protest, and what is the role of other countries in that country, and how that protest or the uh, internal internal conflict may affecting the overall growth of other nations, as well as how it impact our own country, that is India. So we will look into the matter, and so I will begin with the news that from 28th of December 2025 there is a recent protest against the Iranian regime for the soaring inflation in their country. They have it, and it is economic origin of the protest. Uh, we can see that the shopkeepers and mini traders raise their voice against the regime in Grand Bazaar of the Iran. They the if I quote the data, I can say that the $1 is equal to 1.5 million Iranian rial. For in simpler term, as per the exchange rate, our one Indian rupees is equal to 15 to 17,000 of Iranian reals. So this is the economic hardship faced by the people of Iran, and we see that it is not the very first time that this kind of protest that is happened in the Iran in 2022 and 2020. From 2022 to 2023 there was a recent there was a protest against the regime on the hijab, on hijab row, because one 22 years old girl protested against wearing the hijab, and she was murdered. She was killed in the public, and for their solidarity, different people come across to street of the Iran and raise their voices. And oh, and in 2009 there was a uh, political protest in which the election of the country got rigged, and the reformist president, beside having popular vote, did not become the president. And in 2015 there was constitutional there was not sorry in there was no protest in 2015. Actually I got confused it with the constitutional changes that has happened in the Iran, and these are the some reasons. And if I go back to the history of the Iran, and before 1979 was a turning point in the history of Iran as well as the world affair, because before 1979 there was it was ruled by the uh, puppet puppet representative appointed by the United States of America, and there was a good bonding between the both of nations, that is USA and the Iran. And it came after uh, Ayatollah Khamenei, who began the Islamic Revolution, and they overthrew the government at that time government, and they assumed the leadership of the Iran from 1979. From time onwards, they hold the power in the Iran, and USA put a sanction on the Iran, and this kind of development happened. And when it comes to oh, mm, uh, president of USA, that's Barack Obama, he he began the he began the consulting with the Iran, and they have started Iran nuclear deal, are in which they were allowed to have a nuclear energy for the civil purposes only. But when Donald Trump came, he moved out of the Iran nuclear deal, and even now they are preparing their nuclear strength, and we can see that from the last year, USA uh, bombed the three nuclear facilities of the Iran, and they have damaged their facility. In response, they also strike the USA airbo- uh, air base in the Yemen, uh, in the Yemen, and they also have a clash with the Israel as well, in which both of nation fired missiles on each other. And these are the some development from the recent past. And when if I talk about, if we discuss that why, uh, if there is any possibility that there is a regime change can be happen in the Iran. So first we will take the example of the Donald Trump. So if we look at the nature of the Donald Trump, he can do anything for the interest of their nation. As happened in the Venezuela, they have captured the president of the Venezuela for the power equation. He also threatening the capturing, acquiring the Greenland from the Denmark. USA can play a good massive role in Iranian regime change. And there was a recent statement made by the Donald Trump that missiles are loaded and they are ready to help the people of the Iran who are protesting against the regime. That is supreme uh, leader of the Iran, Ayatollah Khamenei. And other uh, thing is that if other point is that why cannot be regime change cannot be happen as of now, because uh, uh, there is Islamic Revolution Guard group. They are actually govern the whole of the Iran, and their supreme leader is Ayatollah Khamenei, because IGRC have a hold on the economic assets. Say they don't want to uh, uh, they don't want to leave that place and continue to enjoy their status. And apart from that, if I talk about the axis of resistance, they are facing some hardship in the Yemen, that is Hezbollah and Hamas in the uh, 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 Hamas in the Gaza. So there are some concern as well. So, and what impact it has on India relation is that, first of all, we don't have a direct border with West Asia or the Central Asia. We depended on the Iran to have a connection with the West Asia as well as the Middle Central Asia. So we made a lot of investment in the Chabad port, and we are facing hardships from last so many years that one after one there was another event that happened, and all the progress that we have done till now go into vain. So these are the some concern, and I will conclude our discussion with that. Yes, there is a hardship in the West Asia, and it is a uh, volatile reason in the volatile reason as of now. So as time now, our peace and dialogue and diplomacy can resolve these kind of situations. Okay, thank you.